What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to From The Bench Vols. I'm your host, Will Meadows, and welcome to our Monday edition of the show, where we have a lot of Tennessee football to talk about. You know it, I know it. Saturday was a great day. The Vols pick up a big win in Atlanta, and we are here to talk about that. Specifically, you know who, the man, Joey Aguilar, made a statement this Saturday across the nation, in my opinion. So it's Monday. Happy Monday, the start to everybody's week. I haven't seen you guys on a Monday in a while. We've been Wednesday and Friday for quite some time. We've switched it now because Tennessee football is back. A good problem to have. It's going to be Monday and then Friday this week because we've got a special guest, Carlos Spanish Voice Lopez, the voice of the Vols for the Spanish broadcast, will be on the show Friday. So we're going to be Monday and Friday this week, but then after that, the week after ETSU, we will be Monday and Thursday going forward. A bit of a schedule change because, again, I've said this before, you guys don't care what I have to say about the game on Saturday if I kept doing it on Wednesday. It'd be old news at that point. You guys don't want to hear my raw reaction to the Syracuse game on a Wednesday if I kept it the same. So we're changing it. Monday, it will be Friday this week, but then Monday to Thursday, that is what we are switching to. So happy Monday, everybody. I'm ready to talk about some Tennessee football today, and we know what we're talking about. But before we get into any of that, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, leave a like, comment, share. All that is greatly appreciated. And I know you guys are happy. I'm happy. If you aren't happy, then we've got bigger problems. The Vols pick up a big win on Saturday. Alabama loses, and the man who shall not be named plays horrendous at 11 at night with nobody watching and nobody in the stands as UCLA gets absolutely mauled by the Utah Utes 43-10. But we're here to talk about Tennessee. We're not going to talk about Nico Iamaleava. Just not a very good outing for the guy for his first game in blue and gold, blue and yellow, whatever UCLA's colors are. I guess it's blue and gold, especially for football. But again, we're not here to talk about him. We're here to talk about our quarterback, Joey Aguilar, a guy who made a statement. The Vols pick up a big win on Saturday in Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, 45-26. They cover the spread. The line for the entire game for points scored was like 50.5. The Vols scored 45 by themselves. I know I didn't see it, and I know a lot of you guys didn't see all that offense coming on early. Joey Aguilar finished the game with 16 of 28 passing, 247 yards passing, and 3 touchdowns, not a turnover in sight. He also added on 34 rushing yards. And then speaking of rushing, the Vols had a lot of it. Star Thomas with 12 carries and 92 yards, also caught a touchdown. Deshaun Bishop with 11 carries for 82 yards, and then Peyton Lewis with 8 carries for 38 yards. I mean, the Vols were clicking on all cylinders on the offensive side of the football this past weekend, and it's hard not to be happy with the performance that they put on. I know it was a very slow game. It felt like the longest game of football ever. It lasted over 4 hours, especially that second half was very slow. The Vols could have cleaned it up a little bit on defense. I'm personally not worried about the defense at all. You didn't have Jermod McCoy. Ricky Gibson got hurt early on. Arion Carter was out with some cramps there for a while in the middle of the game. Boo Carter only played 27 snaps. A lot factors into that. I think this defense is going to be more than fine. Again, I know that's 4 guys right there, only Jermod McCoy being the only one of those who for real did not play. And I know that sounds like it's just one player. That's the best corner in the country. And I'm not saying that his first game back he's going to be 110% and looking just like he did last year. But Jermod McCoy is the best corner in the country. When you have a corner like that who is a shutdown corner like he is, it almost shuts down. It almost takes away an entire side of the field for the opposing offense. So I don't need to. You guys know how big of a loss Jermod McCoy is. When he's back, this defense will just take another level. It's kind of like the Denver Broncos. If they don't have Pat Surtain, who's the best DB in the NFL, the Broncos defense doesn't look near as good. The defense is going to get figured out. They were fine throughout the entire game, in my opinion. If you look at the box score, 5 sacks, a pick, a forced fumble, return for a touchdown. That looks like a very good day on paper, and it wasn't a bad day. The Vols just couldn't get off the field on third down, which is exactly it was kind of making me mad in a sense. I was very happy on Saturday, but it was making me a little mad. That's exactly what I said the Vols needed to do in order to really run away with this one, was get off the field on third down. And they played fine on first and second. They struggled stopping the run a little bit. And credit to Syracuse's running back. Yassine Willis was a very good running back, a big running back at that. Just couldn't get off the field on third and long. It'd be like 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12, and it felt like they'd find Jonte Cook across the middle of the field just for that conversion. A little frustrating, but it's first game. That stuff is going to get figured out early. The defense was fine. Nathan Robinson with a big game, pressured the quarterback a lot, had the sack that forced the fumble. Colton Hood looked very, very good. And not that it has anything to do with his play, but his celebration, I'm sorry, but was incredible. I love that. I thought that was incredibly – I thought it was hard. I don't know if the TV broadcast got to see it, but in a world where all the DBs go like this, saying it's strapped, he was going like this and then putting the hood, Colton Hood, and going like that. It was tough. I know some of you guys may not care about that at all. I thought that was hard. But that defense is going to get figured out. Ty Redmond, the true freshman, showed flashes as well. Edwin Spillman saw a lot of time. There was a lot of guys that got run that game. Jaden Harmon and some really down the depth chart safeties and linebackers got some time. This defense is going to be all right. You can watch that game and maybe lose a little hope. I still watch that game, and I'm fully okay with the fact that they struggled just a little bit. I still think that this is going to be, when it's all said and done, one of the best defenses in college football. But I know a lot of people want to talk about that offense, and why not? 45 points, it's a lot of points. And all points aside, the tempo, baby. I know everyone was happy to see that. It looked good, man. It was. I'm not saying that this offense is 2022-esque. This is not Hendon Hooker and Jalen Hyatt. But the tempo and the pace of it, it definitely mirrored that in a way. They kept it very simple for Joey Aguilar, and he played great. There was maybe 1 to 2 throws that I felt like he could have got back. Both short intermediate throws. One was a screen pass, or one was a flat route. One was a screen pass, I think. One to Ethan Davis, I know for sure. Throws that he could have had back. I know that little curl to Travis Smith as well when they were backed up on the 3-yard line. He may have wanted that one back, but overall, man, you can't complain. Had some drop issues to start the game. Mike Matthews dropped one, Chris Brazel, maybe Braylon Staley. But again, these receivers have not practiced much with Joey Aguilar. All of them been banged out throughout fall camp. Those reps and the team playing together more and more and more, this is going to get figured out, man. I am very optimistic. I'm trying not to drink the Kool-Aid too much and get my hopes up, but that offense showed a lot of good signs. Joey Aguilar, man, as composed, and that I know I talked about that on Friday. That is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see 250 yards passing and 3 touchdowns, and that's what we got. But aside from the numbers, I wanted to see a quarterback who is experienced. We know he is, an older guy. But I wanted to see a guy in a new system who was in control. The game was slowed down for him. That's what I wanted to see, and we got just that. Again, they kept it simple for him, but he was in control. He was never rushed. He was calm, cool, and collected in the pocket, at the line of scrimmage, everything. I thought Joey Aguilar had a fantastic day, and don't even get me started on that deep ball to Braylon Staley, baby. I know it's all over the internet right now, especially for Tennessee fans. I've watched it, I kid you not, no exaggeration, 75-plus times. And this is being recorded at 3:38 on a Sunday, so the game hasn't even been done for 24 hours. I've watched it at least 75 to 100 times. No exaggeration. And when it happened live, my voice was about to be gone. I'm not – it just made me so happy, man. Seeing a deep ball like that converted, a post down the middle of the field to a Braylon Staley out of the slot. Again, I'm not saying it's Hendon Hooker and Jalen Hyatt. Please don't take that from this video. It just makes me happy, man. Watching Nico last night, too, just struggle. It was kind of the cherry on top. Joey Aguilar with an incredible game, and they've got ETSU this week. I think that's where you see more and more repetition, and these things will start to get figured out. The one fumble Joey Aguilar had on the handoff, was he supposed to give it or take it? Who knows? That's very first game-like. You've only been the starter for a week and a half type of deal. That stuff's going to get figured out, man. He played in the pocket. He was aware. He ran well, got out of the pocket, and got north and south. I feel like Joe Milton and Nico Iamaleava, both the last 2 years, they've been solid runners. Like they're solid athletes, I should say. But they didn't like to get north and south, man. And I'm not saying, run the guy over, but like go to the sticks. Don't just cruise 5 yards diagonally. Run north and south. Joey Aguilar did that well. He busted off a 20-yard plus run. And speaking of busting off a run, Deshaun Bishop, man, that run that he had where it should have been a 2-yard loss and turned that into a 40-yard run. Deshaun Bishop played really good. This running back group is going to be special. Star Thomas, man. We're going to clap it up for Star Thomas. I feel like we haven't clapped it up for anybody. We're going to clap it up for the whole offense. But Star Thomas, man, ran extremely tough, ran hard between the tackles, through tacklers. Had that touchdown that he just dragged defenders into the end zone, called back, but then he ended up with a touchdown on the same drive with the catch from Joey Aguilar, escaping out of the pocket. Star Thomas played really well. Peyton Lewis scoring the first touchdown for the Vols in 2025. Again, I feel like maybe a little repeating myself here, but it's hard not to get excited with what's going on in this offense. Josh Heupel called a great game. I thought the play calling, again, I was a little worried that it was going to be conservative. We had problems with that last year, maybe it being a little conservative. Excuse me. I thought I was worried that could have been the case. First 2 drives, man, perfect play calls to get Joey Aguilar settled, man. Let him sling it, and that's exactly what he did. They completed a slant across the middle to Mike Matthews, the first play of the game. Joey Aguilar got in a rhythm early, and it carried on throughout the whole first half. Just an all-around good day for this offense. Joey Aguilar, man, Tennessee's found their guy. He's starting to win over this fan base. I hope that I'm not over-exaggerating it. Let's also not act like Syracuse has the best defense in the world, but it's still a Power 4 football team that he played very, very good against. And we did not, I know I didn't, and you can say you did, but you didn't expect Joey Aguilar to go out there and sling it like that. It was a good day. The receivers, the drops were a bit of an issue, I will say that, but Braylon Staley, 4 catches for 95 yards and a touchdown. Chris Basil, 5 catches for 62 yards. Had a drop, but again, that stuff's going to get figured out. Mike Matthews, 2 catches for 29 yards. Miles Kitzelman, 2 catches for 10 yards and a touchdown. Star Thomas, 1 catch for 7 yards and a touchdown. I thought we'd see a little bit more run from Rodarius Jackson and Travis Smith. I could be wrong, but I don't think Rodarius Jackson got any run. Again, I could be wrong. I know Travis Smith was in there for a few plays, got targeted on one of them. But the receivers, man, aside from the drops, more separation. Mike Matthews got to figure out a few of those drops, had 2 of them. He's got to figure that out, but he got open well. We saw a lot of separation. Braylon Staley, especially out of that slot, man, looked good. Miles Kitzelman looked fine in the run game as well. I was kind of surprised that he played yesterday. Not that I just thought when he originally injured his pec that he was going to be out for sure to start this year. I didn't realize that he was even playing until like 30 minutes before kickoff. And for somebody who follows it as much as I do and have a show and love to talk about it, I was surprised I didn't know that. David Sanders did not play. Was a game-time decision. Got banged up in practice. He should play this week against ETSU. I think they'll get him a few snaps just so he doesn't have to start off with Georgia. And, yeah, the Vols have their sights set on 2 weeks from now. They've got their sights set on ETSU. Like Josh Heupel said, great football teams get better every week. Can't overlook ETSU, a solid group of 5 team. I don't even know if they're a group of 5. They may be smaller than that. But former Michigan quarterback Cade McNamara, or Iowa quarterback, I'm sorry. Cade McNamara is there. Have a lot of transfer portal talent on that team. So a good team. Beat the brakes off of Murray State in their opener. I think it was like 45-17. So not a bad team at all. One that Tennessee most definitely should beat. So that should be a good one to start off the season in Rocky Top. And you just got to look around the country, man, and feel good about what Tennessee did, especially against a Power 4 team. Not that Syracuse is some game breaker or world beater, but a Power 4 team, and in a world where Alabama loses to an ACC team, LSU, this is not an LSU show. I tried to tell you guys that LSU was like that, and you guys didn't want to listen to me. LSU is like that. Garrett Nussmeier's like that. They should have beat Clemson 24-10. That call for Barryon Brown that got turned into an incompletion was the most obvious touchdown I've ever seen in my life, and an unreal throw by Garrett Nussmeier. LSU is good. They are national title contender good. They will go as far as Garrett Nussmeier and the receiving corps wants to take them, because Aaron Anderson is a dog as well. They've got a defense now. Mansour Delane, the transfer from Virginia Tech. LSU is a dang good football team. I had so many of you a few videos ago when I talked about the teams that were for sure better than Tennessee. When I said LSU, you guys looked at me like I was nuts, and I had people texting me and DMing me saying that was blasphemy. LSU is like that this year. I think they are a top 3 team in the country, like I said 2 weeks ago. But you look around, and some teams had some underwhelming days, and Texas A&M being one of those, Kansas State, Arizona State, teams ranked ahead of the Vols. Got to feel good about what Tennessee put on display on Saturday. Having a brain fart. I was just about to say something. Oh, also, it makes my absolute day, not to get all sweet here, but when you guys take a step back real quick. I know that this channel, it's not the biggest thing in the world. We are almost at 700 subscribers, but the people who consistently watch this show, and I know who you are, I see you comment, I can see through the YouTube analytics that you watch all these shows. Like, you guys have no idea. Again, not the biggest show, but like, it makes my day. Just knowing that I have a following of people that care what I have to say about Tennessee football and Tennessee sports in general, just because of how much I love Tennessee football. I've grown up on it for my entire life. So having you guys text me after the game or during the game asking what I think of things, it really makes my day. So feel free to text me. I love it. Doesn't matter if I get 1,000 views on this video or 100, and all of you guys text me, I will respond to every single one. Talking Tennessee football is my favorite thing to do in this world. So for those of you guys that reached out to me, please keep doing it. It genuinely makes my day. And thank you, just side part, for everybody who makes this channel what it is. Obviously, it's me talking, but the people who watch it and the little community, I guess that kind of sounds corny. Sorry about that. But that's what makes it fun for me. That makes me want to record these videos for you guys, and it keeps me driving to chase my dreams. And I'm just a freshman in college, but trying to connect with people the right way. It makes it a lot better for me when you guys do that. So I appreciate you guys, and keep texting me and DMing me and all the things. I love responding to you guys. The socials are listed right here below. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for today's video. The Vols, man, they looked good on Saturday. The defense is going to get figured out. They've got ETSU this week. I'd love to see that offense get picked right back up where it left off. Joey Aguilar slinging the ball all over the yard. That's exactly what I said we didn't need in that exact way, and that's what he did, was sling the ball all over the yard. So I will see you guys on Friday. We've got a 5-day break here. It's a long break from you guys. But I'll see you guys on Friday with our special guest, Carlos Spanish Voice Lopez. You guys are not going to want to miss that, so make sure you guys tune in on Friday. I will see you guys then. Thank you for watching, and go Vols.